Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm still coming up with a list of new culinary wellness topics, and if there's anything you would like me to cover, then please let me know. But today I'm just going to have a bit of a ramble, and I'm talking this week about Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is an American celebration, and it's one that I was introduced to back when I left the UK in 2008. Now, I think it's an important celebration because it has some really good values associated with it, and values that I feel have somewhat been lost in today's busy lifestyle. Now, Thanksgiving dates back to 1621. You need to go a little bit earlier, 1620, which was when a ship called the Mayflower left England and took 120 pilgrims to start a new life with the prospect of owning their own land and being rewarded by prosperity to the shores of the New World, which was America. And 1621, those new colonists broke bread. As such, they celebrated the harvest with the native Indians of the area. And that was to celebrate the connection between the colonists and the natives, and to celebrate the harvest. And for another 200 years, that was informally celebrated, and it was then made a national holiday. So I think what's important about Thanksgiving is it's the simple essence of it, which is celebrating togetherness over great food. And I think it's fairly unique as a celebration in those terms. Yes, we have celebrations at Christmas, we have celebrations at Easter, birthdays, but there's always something else that is a part of that celebration, whether it be the gifts because of it's a birthday or it's Christmas, or whether it's a celebration of religion, if that is your spiritual leaning. But Thanksgiving is simply about being together. It's about family and friends, and celebrating over great food. Doesn't involve anything else. And in today's busy lifestyle, I think we've lost a lot of that. You know, back in the day, we used to sit down and have dinner with the family, so that was quality time spent together. But we tend not to do that anymore. We tend to sit on our laps, maybe with a tray, with our dinner, with the TV on, or looking at our devices. Busy lifestyle, maybe not everybody can sit together at the same time because people are out still working, so maybe there's like staggered dinners. So yeah, that value of being together has kind of been lost really to that busy lifestyle. We don't think that we have the time to do it. But for our own wellness, there is great benefit of that because it slows us down. We rush all of the time, and time is such a focus, and the focus is that we don't have enough of it. So that time to actually really connect with people, to connect with food, and taking that time to slow down and bring those two things together and dedicate time to it is valuable for our well-being. And that's one of the things that I really noticed with these Thanksgiving celebrations. Now, everyone that I've been to has been a real cultural mix. It started in 2008 when I celebrated Thanksgiving in Nebraska with 2 Mexicans. So that was a little bit random. Celebrating, having roast turkey alongside enchiladas and pumpkin pie, and then sitting in a man cave not learning the rules of American football. Then all of the rest have been in Costa Rica, and what was great about the gatherings there was most of us were away from our birthplaces, where our families were, and many of us were alone. Like a lot of the time, I was on my own. I never saw family. My mum visited me a few times, but it was only when I came back to the UK that I saw family. So those celebrations were always, a little bit difficult. They just never felt the same. So out there, it was all of us were in that same boat, and we used to gather together. It was an American celebration, so usually it was American businesses or families would open up their house or their doors and put on a celebration. They would put down the basics, and then it was really a potluck affair, which was another thing that I learned with traveling. And I think potlucks are great, and a potluck is basically where the guests all bring a dish. So again, it means everybody is participating. So you get, especially living in Costa Rica with such diversity in the nationalities that we had there, you could have traditional Thanksgiving turkey and sweet potato casserole alongside some Indian dishes, or maybe some delights from Israel. There was, Mexican pieces. There weren't many English people out there. So it was a real great blend. So it was always such an interesting and kind of magical experience, because you're interacting with all of these different people from all over the world and getting to experience all of this food. And it was just that. It was enjoying just being together. Whether or not we were living there, we would open the doors to travellers as well. So nobody was alone on those days. So I think there's real value in that. It's something that I do every year now at Thanksgiving. I think about family. Now, family's not always blood, it's friends and it's family, blood or not blood. And I left a lot of family back there, very important people to me. And coming back here, I'm building new friends and family. Those have been like the people on my dog walks who I've got to know. It's people through some of the markets that I've visited, some of the shops that I've been in. A lot of lovely ladies from the network She Mothership, which is a women's networking group. So it's always building new and keeping old or moving on from old. It's like it's this very transient thing, but I think there's so much value in making sure that we do come together and we enjoy connectedness, that togetherness. And my passion for food, so why not celebrate that over food? So this is an American celebration, but I think everyone should embrace it and really take that time to gather together around you, the people who are really important to you, and just enjoy the moment. So do look out. I've got a blog post on my website where I talk more about Thanksgiving, and I'm sharing some of the recipes of traditional Thanksgiving food that I've enjoyed and I've now incorporated into my own culinary experience. So why not try some of those things yourself? All right, well, if there's anything that you want me to talk about on future culinary wellness wisdoms, then please let me know. Otherwise, have a great week.